Disney's Snow White is getting slammed not just for being woke and ruining a beautiful fairy tale, but the left are now upset because Disney's remake of Snow White produced more carbon emissions than the most recent Fast and Furious film, according to a report by The Guardian. According to an analysis of the Disney sets Snow White and The Little Mermaid, that produced more pollution than any other Disney film made in the UK since 2019. Brianna, I just have to laugh reading this. It's agreed, certainly now on all sides, that Snow White has been a complete disaster.
It is, and I'm kind of happy to see it because the lead actress has been really insufferable for quite a while. And I think this is also the hypocrisy of Hollywood. They preach down to the average middle American, how dare you drive your truck around when we're trying to save the climate, and you have Snow White with all this emission. You have Taylor Swift flying her private jet around. All of these people, it is rules for thee, but not for me.
Absolutely. And I'll tell you what else has been a disaster. Michelle Obama's podcast. It has been a massive flop. Her new podcast has been ranked 34th on Spotify's podcast charts just weeks after her first episode alongside her brother, Craig Robinson, called IMO. Now, the first episode had just 300,000 views. The second had less, 200,000 views. The left want to see a Joe Rogan for the left, and it's not going to be Michelle Obama. That they're trying. People clearly don't want to listen to her.
Yeah, the reason that Republicans, especially Donald Trump, were so successful with podcasts wasn't just because they were simply doing podcasts, which was important, but it's because of the ideas that they were talking about on these podcasts. The entire country shifted right this past election. Michelle Obama has not shifted right. She's not shifted with the country. So she doesn't appeal to voters. The other problem is the Obamas at one point in American history, they were cultural trendsetters. They had some kind of grip on the American people. They don't have anymore. And I think Michelle Obama is realizing that now with these low viewers, that maybe she shouldn't have waded into the podcast world because nobody cares.
Yeah, well said. Brianna Lyman, elections correspondent at the Federalist. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.